Well, of course, different. Of course, when you lost again the way we lost against Barcelona, you are frustrated, you are angry, and of course, maybe I said something that I don't think in that way. That's why I apologize for what I said. But also, I want to clarify what I said because I didn't set any serious accusation to anyone, not to the referee, not to the UEFA, not to anyone. So I said after the match that for me the referee decided the match because he decided the match because he didn't give us a foul against Navas. After immediately came the penalty of Martin de Michelis, we had the penalty and one player sent off. If in that moment Barcelona was better team than us, or we are winning 1-0, well, the referee doesn't decide the game. But in this case, with a very bad luck also, because a lot of times the referee didn't give a foul, and not always finish with a penalty off and with a send off of a player. In this case, he had bad luck also, but what happened? I always say, and I said it 2 weeks ago, that I think that the referee is a very difficult profession because they are always must decide in a second, in a fraction of second, and after they compare their decision with 8 TV cameras that stop the play in the moment. So I repeat, it's not my way to act to criticate the referee, but in that case it was not a good day and he decided the game, but not with intention, not to try to benefit Barcelona, to damage Manchester City. He was in a bad day with a very bad luck because his mistake in that foul decide the game. But the reality we saw after the TV was foul and it wasn't penalty. Maybe very near. I repeat, very near from the edge of the box also. So I repeat, it's a very difficult profession. But in this case, he was not in a good day. But I didn't say that he was a bad referee, that he was not honest, that he cannot referee in the UEFA. That was the first thing that I want to clarify because that happened. The second thing that also is not the way I think is that say because he was always refereeing the Sweden league, maybe it's better for this for a game so important to have another kind of referee. It's another thing that I don't think about because I think that, but it's not an offense to Sweden, ni to the Sweden people, ni to the referee. I think that Sweden is a country that has a lot of good players, that have one of the best players of the world as Zlatan Ibrahimovic, that he can also have a very good referee, and I am sure that this is a good referee because UEFA are always evaluating all the referees. If he's not a good referee, he's not in the UEFA staff, so I am sure he's a good referee. So the thing I said in that moment doesn't mean what I think, but I didn't say any serious accusation about Sweden. I said just was not the most important league of Europe, and that's not an offense. I think so. And the third thing that I said that I think that I said, if I remember, I said that it was not a good idea that the referee that damaged Barcelona against Milan in the stage of group referee against Barcelona, because I repeat, what happened is the same thing happened in the Barcelona box. And if Barcelona lost the game 1-0 with that penalty and one player of Barcelona sent off, all around Barcelona will say that the same referee that made the mistake against Milan, that they lost the game in the stage of group, did it again against Barcelona. It's my idea. I am not in charge of designing the referee, so I repeat once again, and I say that also 2 weeks ago, I think it's important that the manager works in what they have to do, the referee works in what they have to do, and the staff that design the referees do it what they have to do. So I apologize because it's not my duty, but I repeat, I didn't have any accusation, serious accusation, not for UEFA, not for the referee, not for Sweden, not from anybody. So it was my way of thinking, and I said it in a moment that I was angry. Yes.
One of the quotes was, "From the beginning, I felt the referee was not impartial."
No, I didn't. I didn't want something personal. I think that I felt from the beginning that his criterion was not the same for both teams. But I think he can be, or he had a bad day. Everyone can have a bad day. But I didn't say that intentionally they didn't give the foul to us, or intentionally they wanted to give the foul for Barcelona. I didn't say that thing. I said that from the beginning I felt that he was not with the same criteria. But I repeat, for a bad day, not for dishonest. I don't know what UEFA, I don't know what they are going to do, but I repeat, I didn't make any serious accusation to anybody, not to UEFA, because I don't think that the football is in that way, not for UEFA, not for the referee, not for Sweden, not for anybody. I was angry. I think that the referee was in a bad day, that he decided the game, not on purpose, with bad luck, yes, with bad luck also, but he decided the game. The game is over, and we have to play the second leg against Barcelona in Barcelona, and we are going to try to qualify there. We know it's difficult, but we are going to try. I think that the team that we put against Barcelona, for me, was the team that had to play. After the game, of course, everyone had to different analysis. Why? Because, but that's your opinion. I have my opinion what I did, and I'm not going to give explanation on every player that they play. I think that the Micheli played very well till the penalty, and I think that also maybe it's just a fraction of second. It's just that he thought that he arrived to the ball. Maybe there's a lot of things, but before the penalty, he played very, very well. Of course, everyone wanted not to make the penalty. Of course, everyone wanted, but I think he got a good match.
Looking further ahead, how's Sergio Aguero?
He's working not 100% normally, but I think that next week on Tuesday he will start working with the whole squad.
When do you think then you'll get him back to first team action? Following weekend?
We'll see during the week. How he works.
And Vincent Kompany, is he having to play through pain at the moment with a hamstring problem, or is he?
No, he doesn't have any problem about that. Just was a feeling finishing the match, but nothing important. He worked with it normally. Nastasic, he still has pain in his knee. He's the only player that's not fit.
With the game in hand, 3 points off the top of the table and superior goal difference, do you feel the initiative has swung back to you in terms of the title race now?
Well, it's very important to win next Saturday, because it's the last match that we are going to play for Premier League in the next. After we will be 2 games more suspended, so I think it's very important to continue, depending only what we can do to arrive to the top of the table. The only way to continue is winning Stoke here at home, and for that we must do a very good game.
Is it advantageous to have Chelsea playing before you on the Saturday? You know what they've done and you can follow them?
No, it's not an advantage. I think for me it's the same. We know that we must win at home here against Stoke if we want to continue fighting for the Premier League. What Barcelona will do before, or Chelsea or Arsenal will do after, or the same hour, for me it's the same.
One final thought, with the games you've got coming up as well, what are your thoughts on the FA Cup quarter-final being switched to Sunday, which is 75 hours before kick-off against Barcelona?
Well, I repeat, I don't want to analyze what other people do because it's not my duty. Maybe it was better for us to play on Saturday, but also all the international players will arrive on Thursday after they play for their national team. So also arriving on Thursday to play on Saturday is not good. Everything has both sides, and we don't have any problem to play on Sunday. Well, first of all, for me, it's very easy to say that playing against Barcelona is a very difficult game. So if we don't continue in the Champions League, it's normal, because Barcelona is maybe the most important team of the world. But I don't think so about that. I think that we didn't. Maybe that was I was so angry after the match, especially for the second goal, because I think it's different if you just play. If you just lost 1-0, that 2-0, it's different. It's difficult to manage, but I am absolutely sure that all the team wants a revenge, and we are going to go to Barcelona to try to qualify. We'll see just after we played against Wigan for FA Cup what we are going to do. For now, till that date, we are just thinking about Stoke, about after the final of the Capital One, and about Wigan. but we are going to manage the way we are going to try to qualify also.
How hard is it to take when you've said all along that every competition you give equal priority to, but there's a feeling, I think, that you could have taken this club so much further in Europe, and it's going to be so hard to overturn that now. Is that the big disappointment?
No, it's not a big disappointment because we arrived to the round of 16 that before we never do it before here. The second thing I repeat is Barcelona is not any team. I think that we didn't play a very good game, but I think that Barcelona did very well also. So I clarified that I didn't said that Barcelona didn't deserve the win. I didn't say that they want to favor to give the advantage to Barcelona. I think Barcelona played very well and he deserved to win. But I repeat, all the games are different. We are going to play in Barcelona, trying to play better the way we did it here. But disappointed. We'll see after how we finish against Barcelona.
It's been a difficult week. How have the players responded, and how have they refocused their minds for the challenge of Stoke?
I am sure that all the players know what happened in that game, why we analyze the game, but it doesn't have a relation between the Premier League, a different competition. They are absolutely clear, and their minds are clear that we are fighting for the title of the Premier League, and we must continue doing till the end. So I don't think that there will be a psychological link between one competition and the other. Well, I expect that we are going to play against a difficult team, that they are not maybe in a good position in the table, but all the teams in the second round add a lot of points just because they play 100% of their intensity in every game. I just told to the player that we need to also to play with a lot of intensity and concentration because it's a good team with good players, and I am absolutely sure that it will be a tough game for us.